Alright YouTube, what's really good? My name is Vivid Color, coach of the South Texas Sableyes, and this is gonna be WVE Semifinals. Didn't think we'd make it this far. We are going up against the easiest coach in the league. 2016 world champion, Wolfe Glick. Most recent US Nationals champion. So honestly, really smart guy, incredible at this game. We won last time, so we're playing the rematch from the winner side, which I think is a little bit harder than playing from the loser side. And real quick, I'm just gonna breeze through the sets, and then we're gonna get connected. Right now, I'm trying to make sure that my internet works, because for whatever reason, I always have to power cycle. And Wolf has already been waiting on me. He wanted to be done by 6, and it's already 5:40 my time. So I feel really bad. I do feel really bad. Anyways, so real quick. Mons, some of the same, a little bit of the same, but I tried to mix it up enough. All right, connection test was successful, so we should be able to connect to the internet then. I tried to mix it up enough to where our core strategy, the one we won with, is similar, but not so similar that we just get rolled, if that makes sense, by him just like countering that exact strategy. So I'm bringing a Polyrath. The only difference between this Polyrath and the original one is that it's more specially defensive, and that's the exact same set. I think it's really good against this team. This time, instead of being Specs, Noivern is Dragonium Z. This should always guarantee like a fat KO on anything except the Excadrill or like potential Assault Vest Mons. But again, outspeeds his entire team. Really, really solid. Actually, I don't think this set outspeeds Tornadus, which is something that I guess I could check real quick. Because if it does not speed, I think I'm doing that on purpose. Like, maybe I don't think it matters super a lot. Or maybe I'm, like, spec'd to outspeed. Yeah, I'm 3 points below. I think I'm spec'd to outspeed a Tornadus that is spec'd to outspeed... I think I'm spec'd to outspeed a Tornadus that is spec'd to outspeed the Shardy boy, Sneasel. Okay, we're gonna leave it. I put these EVs in for a reason. We're bringing Nidoking over Galvantula this time. Unclear if that's the better choice. Last time we brought Scarf Galvantula, which honestly does pretty good work to his team. I'm multitasking here. But this Nidoking, in theory, can come in on a decent amount of mons and just set up a substitute. Like, pressure them out, set up a sub, and then sort of just, like, click buttons and do a lot of damage, which I think could be really, really good. Oh, this isn't even nicknamed. All right, well... decent. This Nidoking's not going to be nicknamed. It's going to be the only thing, which is unfortunate. Alloy here. We teched Roar and Thunderwave. Thunderwave so that I can outspeed specific mons, like being able to outpace, the Tornadus could be potentially really good. And we can always click Thunderwave on a switch if we feel like he's not switching into, which I think he always has a hard time switching into Excadrill, as we can potentially Thunderwave like a lot of things, and it's beneficial. I'd rather Toxic some mons, which is why I'm carrying, there we go, all right, we're connected, which is why I'm carrying Toxic on this guy, and I think that's it. Sub, Leech Seed, Bulu, but the catch is this time, instead of Disable, bringing Zen Headbutt, that way it gives us sort of like a way around the, it gives us a way around the Weezing. And then we're bringing kind of an interesting Mew that Ultra Player suggested to me. Scald, Volt Switch, Taunt, Roost. So in theory, this shuts down a lot of his bulk. Decent portion of his team hates Scald. I'm already connected to the internet, right? No, don't want to disconnect. I'm already... What was I saying? We shut down a decent amount of his bulk, and a decent chunk of his team hates Scald, and we get momentum with Volt Switch. So, this is the team. This could go horribly wrong. Wolf is really smart. Okay, online. Sending. Like I said, this could go really wrong. Sorry, I'm like introing and trying to like set up at the same time. I'm trying not to waste time. Sorry, this is later than expected. I suck. All right, so, good luck. Have fun. I'm telling him good luck, have fun, because I saw at the beginning of his battle last time, he said, people don't say good luck, have fun. It's part of the VGC community. Anyways, so yeah, we're getting connected. Let's go into our OBS and switch over to the Wi-Fi 3 screen. Nope, let's switch over to the Wi-Fi 2 screen. That looks right. All right, and then let's move this over here. All right, this is it. This is what we got. Hit me with your best shot, Wolfe Glick. I do think I have a shot here. a lot of the key components that I brought last time that were very good are still there. So I don't know why it would suddenly become much, much worse. Again, like Noivern just has like a really premier speed tier. I could see trying to get a few more EVs into defense really, really hurting me if his Tornadus is just max speed. But I think Wolfe is the kind of player who he really tries to like maximize his EVs, if that makes sense. Let's just go ahead and confirm. Let's grab a team. Let's check everything really quick. Just a quick checkaroonski. Dragonium Z. All right. Wait, this guy's in headbutt. All right. So, I mean, this is it. This is our semifinals team. This is what we're here for. And hopefully, you know, we come out with a dub. Hopefully we come out with a fat dub. Let's pick what did I pick against Joey? I think I did Elite Four. Yeah, Elite Four, because that's what it feels like I'm doing. It feels like I'm playing the Elite Four right now. All right, I got my snipping tool ready so I can snip Wolfe's team. We got it. All right, good luck, Wolfe Glick. Let's hope for a clean game. Let's hope this game doesn't come down to, you know. All right, so he did bring the Sand Core, and he did bring Duosion, which is very interesting. All right. Hawlucha, I think, would have been nuts this game. Okay. I can lead this, and it's pretty safe because we have Frisk. It's just my dedicated lead here. It's pretty bad in certain instances. Like, it's pretty bad if he leads his Excadrill. But it should always give us information, right? Which I think is important. Just the fact that we get information, I think, is very important. So let's look at a Tornadus. Because I kind of expect him to lead... Okay, so I expect him to lead Excadrill or Tornadus. Those are my guesses. The good news is I think my Mew shuts down this Duosion, because the Duosion is probably most likely a Calm Mindset. It also, in theory, can't super touch Mega Aggron. And we brought the Roar tech, so I don't think this is the music I played against Wolfie. Whole game is just gone from here. How much would a Dragonium Z do to an AV? Not much. All right, we need to pay attention. Head in the zone. Bird up, so he did lead this thing. All right. Give me that tech, bubba. Assault Vest, so it is AV. So we can do 64 to 76% to it right now. I think it's... Do I just click it? He didn't bring the Gengar, right? I was so terrified of this thing. All right. So I really do think that I just Z turn 1. I don't know if that's ever like an awful call. Like, it's gonna chunk. I don't think he can kill. He might just U-turn out and gain a lot of this health back, but I don't know. Maybe I should have clicked U-turn. I could be popping my Z way too early. Like, it's not gonna kill. It's for sure not gonna kill. We do guaranteed outspeed this thing, which means we did right by our speed EVs. So we did kind of a tremendous amount of damage to it. Oh, we got a crit. Just U-turns. Safe play. Better than my play, in theory, because he's going to come in. But the good thing is he'll come in at about closer to half health, because we crit him. So we Z crit, which did what? Okay, so he's very specially defensive, actually. Let's see if that looks like max HP. No. He might even be like a plus nature. Yeah. He's like max SpDef with a plus nature, which is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. I don't want to play around with this thing, so I am just going to go right out into my Tadswole, right? I think that's pretty reasonable. His Excadrill doesn't appreciate Tadswole ever. I guess I mean, he could just get rocks up here. Yeah. Which is actually... It's not great for the longevity of my Noivern, but it's pretty good for everything else. He brought a completely different team, honestly. Like, a completely different team. All right, I am this turn going to... He cannot... I'm going to click Toxic. He might also have the Toxic tech, actually. Nidoking also probably would have been a reasonable switch here. Right? Might have been a reasonable switch. I don't know. Unsure about that one. I probably just should have clicked U-turn on turn 1. I don't know. Getting this thing... He withdraws. He can't go on to Excadrill, right? All right, so this is pretty good for me. Because now this thing is just going to be toxic, and we're just going to have that ticking down on it. Henceforth. It's going to be ticked down upon. And we kind of get a blow turns of sand here, which I think is kind of cool. Very cool. It's under half health. Now, does he go for... I think I just have to click protect here, right? Yeah. Toxic, protect. I don't have a drink! Everything is awful. Goes for U-turn. Is going to take a decent chunk of damage here. He essentially has to switch out, right? And, like, he can't always click U-turn to do it, right? Like, he just can't. I think he has to switch out, and I think he can't click U-turn to do it. I'm going to go into Mew here. This could be really bad. Is he actually just going to click U-turn? I was thinking he either switches out or he clicks Hurricane. He just goes for the double U-turn. All right, well, that put me in, like, not the best position, presumably. I don't know. What's the switch into this thing, realistically? Mega Blastoise is pretty good. Mega Blastoise is pretty good, but I should always be able to outspeed it and get off a Volt Switch. I think I can just Volt Switch out into my Bulu? Maybe? Or I can just go back out into Poliwrath here, too. That's also a feasible thing. I mean, Mew's such a weird mon for him to U-turn out on, because normally you U-turn out on something and then you immediately have, like, this information of, like, this is what I need to get in. In this circumstance, I think that's maybe not true. It feels like he has to go out probably into Blastoise or the... Well, he can't go into Tornadus. That's what you turned out. Maybe the Gigalith, depending. The Weezing can't come in. I don't think the Duosion can come in either. I mean, I just taunt it if it comes in. I don't think the Duosion is a big enough threat to my Mew. Let's see. Duosion. I don't think it's a big enough threat to my Mew. I mean, he could be Signal Beam, potentially. I just, like, I don't know what it gets. I mean, Signal Beam, Shadow Ball. I really didn't expect the Duosion. I thought it maybe looked like a little too risky of tech to bring against me. So he does just bring out the Gigalith. Makes sense. Sandstorm subsided. It's pretty good for me. Let's look at Gigalith really quick. I'm assuming he's going to be specially defensive, so let's just calc at that. I'm just going to go for a Scald here, because I don't see why not. Or I guess I could go for a Taunt, right? I think I could go for a Taunt. Predicting him to Toxic, maybe? Taunt predicting him to Toxic seems pretty good. Well, if he Toxics, he gets Toxic, so let's just Scald, actually. Revealing the Scald tech kind of early here. Do we get the burn? We do not. Oh, he's Z. Yikes. What is this? I'm glad we didn't. A burn would have been so ferocious here. What dark move does this thing get? My Mew just got baited. All right. Yeah. Jeez. All right. Well, teach me one good. Dang. All right. I think what I have to do in this instance is I can go into Nidoking. Oh, no, I can't. Can't go into Nidoking. All right. So I think what I can do actually is go out into Aggron and just click Thunder Wave. Or I could just click What's getting up rocks this game? Was it my Mew? Or do I not have access to rocks? Is that what I settled on? Yeah, I don't have access to rocks this game. Well, all right. Well, became a little problematic. All right, I'm gonna go on the top of Bulu here. And we are going to click sub. I do not feel super great about my positioning currently. I do not feel good about my positioning right now. Let's click sub. Presumably he switches out because he wants sand, and I could just nuke his entire life. So we're in a position where we force him to switch. He probably goes out into wheezing, which means I should be able to sub and then potentially double Zen. Maybe. Mouth breather. Good Nick, good Nick. I can mess with it. I'm trying to remember, like, what was the logic behind no substitute this time around. Or not substitute, no stealth rocks this time around. Maybe that was just like a misstep on my end. I thought I had it on Mega Aggron, but I think I ended up prioritizing something else. So I'm gonna click Leech Seed here. So now he essentially has to taunt, right? Is kind of what this led to last time. Like, he has to taunt. Yeah. So this is really good for me because now I can just click Zen Headbutt twice and maybe potentially get the kill. It depends on, like, how defensive he is, honestly. So we're gonna take a chunk here. And I expect to see Black Sludge recovery this time. No? Again? Maybe just, let's go ahead and Zen Headbutt. Did we see the Rocky Helmet again? That's good damage. That is good. And we got the flinch. That's bananas. Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Wolf. I'm very sorry. That's unfortunate. Oh, he is Black Sludge. That is very unfortunate because if we kill right here with Zen Headbutt, we're in such a commanding position. Like, he might be in a position where he has to switch out. He might just be in a position where he has to switch out, which is super unfortunate, and I feel really bad. I feel really bad that we got the flinch. It's only like a 20% chance, too. That's wild. I need water! There's no water near me. There's not even like an empty water bottle that I can scrape from. Oh, man. All right. This just put him in such a precarious position. Because Bulu could potentially, like, from behind a substitute, Bulu does a ton. Like, from behind a sub, Bulu does a ton. Yeah, like I was gonna say, like, I think he had to withdraw there. Oh, what is this? This thing? Yeah, that makes sense. I think we're just like locked into going for mono horn leeches here. So I want to pull this thing up. Duosion. If it's Calm Mind, my Bulu set will be able to theoretically 3-hit KO it. But this, like, this hit right here will tell me if it's Eviolite or not. I don't think he can bring it without Eviolite. I think what's going to happen is he's going to be put in a position where he's, like, pretty easy to revenge. Like, it's pretty easy for me to revenge him. That being said, I don't have the most physical offense here. I guess my Mega Aggron would always sort of be the Revenge Mon, which doesn't make a lot of sense because I think we actually speed tie. Or no, I outspeed by quite. He would have to have a decent chunk of speed EVs to outpace. This is also assuming that he's like fully Fizz Def. Yeah. He's not. He might not even be Eviolite. So I think this is the last turn of terrain. So this is really smart, actually. This is really very smart. So I still think, based on that damage, that a Horn Leech just kills. I can click sub here to scout. I can click sub here to scout, but I think that Horn Leech just kills. Is it worth the risk? I don't think so. I think we just click sub to scout. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Alright, so this turn I'm actually just gonna click Zen Headbutt. Zen Headbutt does a reasonable chunk to this thing. Tapu Bulu's running the gambit right now, man. Tapu Bulu is running the gambit. Heat Wave. Okay, checks out. Makes sense. So we've seen Heat Wave, U-turn. I think that's it. Ah. He got the dodge, which is pretty good. Pretty good. I feel like I can stay in and kill this thing, though, right? Like, your Heat Wave isn't gonna kill me. There's no way. Do we even... He can't even be, like... He's, like, pretty bulky here. Like, let's take a lot out of special attack. Let's assume that he has, you know, max Spit F here. Grassy Terrain isn't up. Hurricane, even uninvested Hurricane does a ton. So we've seen U-turn, Heat Wave. I feel like I have to make a switch here. And it's a hard switch, honestly, because I lost my Mew. Alright, no, actually, I think I just stay in and click Zen Headbutt. Because what if he's Heat Wave? Heat Wave. No, my Bulu is too valuable. It's too valuable. So I think what I'm actually going to do here is go out into Noivern. Does that make sense? How much time do I have left? 35 seconds. I think Noivern makes sense here, so let's do it. Let's pull the trigger. Let's go out to Noivern. We already have found his Assault Vest. Oh, he just goes for the U-turn. Dang, dude. Noivern's not nearly as threatening as it was in the last game. I think and with Stealth Rocks up, it's super limited in what it has left that it can do. Yeah, I don't know. My win con this game might be getting up a sub with Nidoking. Getting up a sub with Nidoking because a lot of his things can't really switch into me, if that's the case. I think his Duosion is not Magic Guard. I think it's Regenerator. I feel like currently I'm losing the long game, which is stressful. It's very stressful that I feel like I'm currently losing the long game. What was this stupid Gigalith's ability? I should have switched out, man. I knew he switched in for a reason. Or what was his Dark type move? Z Throat Chop? That is wild, Wolfe Glick. You're a wild human being. So Throat Chop, Stealth Rock. Probably assume Stone Edge or Rock Blast, and then EQ. You're a wild human, Wolfe Glick. I don't have a drink. Yeah, so he is that set. So I think Duosion. So he's not Magic Guard. In theory, 2 Dracos clinches here. Right? So I just pull the trigger on the 2 Dracos. 54 to 63%. I guess maybe not if you Calm Minds here. Oh, Hidden Power Ice. Alright. Oh. He went for Hidden Power Fighting. Very cool. Very cool tech. So I think I'm just free to Draco again. Yeah, he gets to withdraw pretty freely. Man, I super needed rocks this game. I really needed rocks this game. Does nothing. So I think I just keep him in, right? I just go for Air Slash and keep him in. That's just like the play to make here. Because if we get a flinch, it just ticks down on his toxic count. Exactly. I mean, it's kind of scummy that that was the play to make, but that was the play to make. Like, it sucks. It's not good. Yeah, I was like, he has to withdraw here. I mean, he can just kind of like infinitely switch between these two. All right, he avoids. He avoids. All right, so let's go for U-turn this time around. I think this turn he's gonna go for Psychic. Just withdraws. That's fine with me. He's just trying to keep this thing healthy, which makes sense. Like, it makes sense. Alright, so this turn I can super go to Mega Aggron. And just click Heavy Slam. He doesn't have anything that, like, wants to switch in on this. He might be Focus Blast, but I don't think it does much damage. So let's fight, let's Mega Evolve, and let's... I could go ahead and click Thunder Wave. Or I could out into Nidoking here. I think I need to get Nidoking in on, like, kind of unimpeded. Like, without it being a risk that I'm taking. I think I just go for Heavy Slam here. He stays in. So, not going for Thunder Wave is the right play. This thing potentially dies. Oh, I guess he could just click U-turn. Yeah. He's keeping this thing healthy, which is smart. Like, it's smart play. I'm assuming Blastoise wants to come out. Blastoids. It's fine. That's actually pretty good damage. I'm gonna stay in an EQ. Puts it in range of... Like, I think this will put it in range of a... Like, presumably, he has to go for Aura Sphere, right? Yeah, I think so. And Earthquake presumably puts him in range of Nidoking Thunderbolt, which is pretty dope. It's like pretty dope, honestly. If we're being very, very honest. Yeah, so we should eat this. It should do about 47 to 59. Does a little bit more than expected. Is that a crit? Yeah. I was gonna say, there's no way that's just like a straight on hit. Going out into Tadswole this time around. My Mega Aggron is still pretty valuable. Especially if I can get it in after, like... If I can get it in... One, on the Gigalith, it's fine. Because we just get a click Heavy Slam and something takes damage. It's pretty weakened, so I need to get Bulu back in before, like, it does a ton. But I am just going to go out into Tadswole here. Very cool. Let's get that Water Absorb going. Alright, so now I'm just going to... I could click Toxic here, or I could just click Scald. You can just click Scald, right? It's like a pretty risk-free play. Because we're going to get damage on something. And then just be able to click Protect. Let's see. I can go into Nidoking right now. On a predicted U-turn? Let's Protect first. Let's just Protect. Oh, we went for Hurricane this time. Alright, so we cannot get Nidoking in right now. That is crazy. Alright, so what's your play? What's your play, Wolfe Glick? Can switch in Noivern. It's not super great. I feel like I'm not in a great position. So he's Hurricane U-turn. Hurricane U-turn. Heat Wave. What's the last move? Focus Blast? Alright. I think I'm gonna go out into the Noivern this time. Like, we're sacking Noivern off here. Because it doesn't do much. Unfortunately. I let him get Stealth Rocks up. He also might just go for U-turn. I've only ever frisked this thing's Assault Vest. Do we live this? No. So it is knockoff is the last move. Alright. I think now is the time when I pull the trigger on Nidoking. Tornadus, Therian. He's like an Assault Vest set, so it's item Assault Vest. I don't think he has Hurricane, Knockoff, U-turn, Heat Wave. On my Nidoking. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna click sub because I think he's gonna switch. Or U-turn. He withdraws. Thank God. This was so scary. I probably just should have spammed Shadow Ball here. So let's Shadow Ball. Very interesting. Very interesting. So Calm Mind, Psychic, Hidden Power, something. Trick Room. Dies to another Shadow Ball, though. Is this good for me? This means Bulu outspeeds a decent chunk of things. Poliwrath outspeeds a decent chunk of things. Mega Aggron outspeeds some things. He can't switch. Like, he has to Psychic into me. Like, for sure. Unless he predicts Sucker Punch, which... This is an interesting game. This is a very interesting game. Trick Room's dangerous. I have a decent chunk of Protect on my team, though, right? Or at least I have it on Poliwrath. And Poliwrath's pretty good here. Like, we can potentially Toxic Stall a decent number of things down. Wow. This is a really interesting game. Like, I'm kind of in a corner here, but I feel like I'm not out of it. I've got Chip on a decent number of things. He does withdraw. That's crazy. That's crazy. What if I'm slower than you, man? I mean, maybe he has to know that he's slower. Like he underspeeds me on purpose. But he outsped my... What did he outspeed? He outsped something of mine. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. Like, even at 0 investment, he doesn't underspeed. He would have to be a negative speed nature. Like, this Trick Room could be really devastating. Could be very devastating for him right now. Like, you might have to play around, like, resetting it, essentially. Unless he's a negative nature? Does that even do it? Yeah, negative speed nature does it. If he's 0 investment, negative speed nature. But then I think he would have I think my Bulu would have outsped, right? He just withdraws. It's crazy. Yeah, at this point, I think he's just trying to, like, play around not... We can for sure just go for Earth Power here. I mean, presumably the line is presumably the line here is he psychics and then trickermans. Yeah, that's fine. Oh wow, Earth Power better kill. This is not something I was prepared to deal with. Okay. Wowee. The Twisted Dimensions turn back to normal, or is that the 4th turn? This game is wild. That was not the 4th turn. Crazy. We for sure just go out into Tadswole here. It was really good switching on his part. Like, really good switching. Ice Beam? Scald. I think we can just stay in and click Scald, right? Oh, I should have went for Toxic. Oh, you never know until you know. Alright, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna protect. Then I'm gonna get in my Bulu? Question mark? I need my Poliwrath looks like a pretty sweet win con here. Alright. I think we can go out into Bulu pretty freely here. I have to manage my switches super well at this point in the game. I have to manage my switches super well. If he goes for Ice Beam, like, he could just win. So, there's that. It would do nothing against, yeah, so he just goes for Aura Sphere. It's like clean, it's a clean move to just do that. Oh wow, it did a ton. Alright, so let's go look at a Blastoise set really quickly. If he's offensive with Ice Beam to my Bulu, does he kill? I'm at 118. Yeah, he has a chance to. Alright, let's go back out into the Poliwrath here, and I think we just have to click Toxic at this point. Oh, he withdraws. I could have subbed! Dang. Alright, well, good on him. That was a good play. I will potentially get this thing back up to full, though, which is neat. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna click Protect. He just doesn't really have a switch into this thing anyways, so clicking Protect here is like a pretty free play. With this thing dead, I think I have a shot, like... Poliwrath has a shot to kill the rest of his team with this thing dead. Actually. Just actually, it does. If I keep Bulu and Poliwrath alive, this combination of Pokemon has a shot to kill the rest of his team. He goes for Hurricane. Alright, so I know I can switch out into Mega Aggron here. It's a free play. Maybe free is the wrong word here, but it's a play I am able to make. I just don't know how I'm killing this thing. That's the problem. We dodged. That's pretty big. Because that might put us out of Heat Wave. Might put us out of Heat Wave range. Tornadus, Therian. Well, you're not this set. I don't think you have really any special attack investment, or if you do, it's pretty minimal. Oh, that's Tabulu. Mega Aggron. I'm at 60. Yeah, so it looks like if uninvested, Heat Wave would never kill. So in theory, he can't stay in. Which means I can just Earthquake. I think I have to Heavy Slam. Yeah. I probably should have EQ'd, because he can go out into Blastoise here. I don't know at what point he tries to pull the trigger. Dang it, dude. I should have EQ'd. Should have EQ'd. Does he switch here ever? I think the answer is most likely no. But he could potentially double. Because I've been going out into Poliwrath on this thing a lot. I think I have to read that play, right? I'm going to go for another Heavy Slam. Don't go for Aura Sphere. Oh, he did me dirty. I think I just threw away the game. Oh, I think I threw away the game. Oh, I think I threw away the game. It's okay. Nidoking gets to come in and revenge, but... Oh, man, I think I threw away the game. Gonna click Earth Power. He stays in. There's no way he, like, switches. So I set up a sub. I could just win with this thing, potentially, right? Oh, I think I threw the game. Ah! Okay. It's okay. He does withdraw. I could have subbed. Oh, this is so good for me. Wait, is it? Yes, it's still good for me. The answer is yes, it's still good for me. Just go for Thunderbolt. Now we're in an interesting position because this is how he wins the game. I have to sack my Nidoking off in case he... Because if he just clicks Swords Dance here, he wins if I switch. So I think we're in a really interesting spot where he has to predict me to switch. He doesn't. He doesn't predict me to switch at all. I could have gone right out into Bulu. I don't understand. I just don't get it. The good news is, presumably, Tadsoul can win the game by itself with the right amounts of, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe we're just dead. We didn't bring, like, if we'd had rocks, this would have been a completely different game. I didn't need Roar on the Mega Aggron, as it turns out. Wow, wow, wow. Maybe I should have gone Bulu here. Puts him in like a precarious position, right? I just don't know how I'm beating the Tornadus. Like, I think the only real answer is like by dodging Hurricanes. Strong line. So we Scald this turn, get the damage off. Get Toxic Chip. Okay. We click Protect. He just withdraws. Damn it. I knew I should have clicked Scald, dude. I knew I should have clicked Scald. Damn it, dude. Oh, if I get poisoned, this game's over. Just like 100%, it's over. I don't know if that ends the game. I tend to think it doesn't. It was definitely a solid bring. I wonder if this puts him out of the range of Scald. I don't know. All right, Polyrath, it is you versus the world. It's time. It's your time, Polyrath. No! So he dies at the end of this turn, but I'm taking an attack. Please don't poison me. No! Damn it! That's the game. That's for sure the game. Alright, good game, Wolf. He's gonna protect this turn. I made some super sloppy plays. Very sloppy plays, 100%. Just go for the Horn Leech. All right, so what are my outs here? I don't have many. Man, as soon as I let Nidoking go down, I should have always switched into Bulu. I don't know what I was thinking. Or like, why didn't I just switch into Polyrath? Like, Polyrath is my, like, it's my check to this thing. I think we just click Horn Leech here. I don't think I have another play. Does this kill? I think this kills. Yeah. I can't win. It's like physically not possible for me to win. If I'd had Rocks up, this game might have gone differently. But you know what? I think this team was good. I can't even be... Why did he go for Drill Run over Earthquake? I'm very confused. Was that a misclick? Did I get a burn? Is there hope? I don't think so. Okay. I'm really confused about why he went for Drill Run over Earthquake. Oh, because Grassy Terrain's up. Duh, I'm dumb. I'm gonna actually go for Vacuum Wave because I think it might kill. No. That was a misplay. Oh, that was a misplay. Oh, so he's Life Orb. How have I not noticed that this entire time? Alright, so we super just Vacuum Wave again, but the poison will kill us before anything can be done. He can, I was gonna say, he can like try to preserve differential. Wolf brought good sets. I mean, I really like... The problem is he can just kind of like switch out the man. Even if that didn't poison, I would still think I had a shot because my health would be so high still. I didn't realize he still had this thing around. I thought he had the Gigalith left, so I'm just not playing great. I guess we go for Scald here. That's all I have left. And that's going to be the game. Good game, Wolf. Good game. Wow, wow, wow. All right. All right, I saw a bunch of people on Twitter saying like, man, I'm really hoping Vivid gets the underdog win. And I'm not going to lie, I was really hoping I got it too. But Wolf is actually one of the world's best. So no shame in getting knocked out by him, especially when Joey's also one of the world's like best singles players. And I thought I was going to get knocked out by him last round. So I think I could have sequenced a lot of my plays better. I think I went for predictions that didn't make much sense. Like, predicting him to not go for Aura Sphere, but to switch out with Blastoise was aggressive. I had pretty free switch-ins at that point. And at that point, I just threw away the game. Like, I was trying to make predictions to put myself in a position where I could win. And what I should have done was just made safe plays that made sure I didn't lose. Which is, you know, what I said I learned last week, and apparently I didn't. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. This is the end of my WBE run. It means the absolute most. The support on these videos has been incredible. So thank you so much for that. My last video was, you know, the comment section is kind of funny, but besides that, the support means a ton. GG's to Wolf. Good luck going into the finals. Being one of the top 4 teams is not something I expected. I didn't expect to get this far, so I do feel pretty accomplished. And I'm ready especially to like take a break from League, not stress about battling each week, and then just kind of like be ready and recharge to get back into it when Sword and Shield come out. So thank you so much for the support. If you've enjoyed my WBE run, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new here. We have more content coming out. I am going to be taking a break from specifically League battles, just because I'm kind of incredibly stressed and busy right now, which is a weird excuse, because I think everybody's stressed and busy, but I think for my personal mental health, I need to just take a break from it. And also for like, to benefit me as a teacher. Like, I really am trying to step up my teaching game this year. So thank you so much for watching. It means the absolute most. Like, subscribe, comment. There will be videos coming out. They just won't be Draft League battles. All right, we'll figure it out. I don't even know what it is yet, but we'll figure it out. I love you. Great game to Wolf. Go check his site out. I'm kind of done here and I have to leave.
She said she loved me, but she died.